Cool fireworks now. Of course. Yay! Rules. They don't work on kids, so why would they work on city government? Hi, I'm Lindsay Suarez, and I'm running for mayor of Tranquility because I'm tired of the autocrats in City Hall stifling free enterprise with their burdensome regulations and laws. Markets run best when they're fueled only by self-interest without the boot of government stamping forever on our faces. It's the same with kids. My son has a personal autonomy to play with fireworks, and if he blows his fingers off, his self-interest will dictate that maybe he shouldn't do that again. And isn't that the future we want for all our kids, no matter how many fingers they have?
Freedom, faith, family. A pencil drawing of a bald eagle with a single tear falling from his eye. These are the values that inform my candidacy for mayor of Tranquility. Hi, I'm acting Mayor Scott Jensen, and I'm running for a full 4-year term. You know, things in Tranquility, they're pretty okay. I mean, like this park is nice. I've been your acting mayor for 14 months, and I gotta ask, why upset the apple cart? When did status quo become a dirty word? Change. It's not all it's cracked up to be.
And back, heart center. Hi, I'm Dr. Maya Behringer, academic, empath, and recreational Buddhist, and I'm running for mayor of Tranquility. This is my wife, Tricia. Oh my God, we're doing it! The Old Boys Network has had a good run here in Tranquility, but I'm running to bust down the walls of their shady back rooms and flood them with the sunlight of my full, dauntless vision for Tranquility. So dauntless. I want to reinvigorate our sleepy little town with a progressive agenda, including Medicare for all living things, a wealth tax for the top 95%, and introducing legislation that gives women's bodies, our actual bodies, their own separate vote.
Believe me, she knows her way around a woman's body.
Sweetie, the light in me honors the light in you, but this is my ad, and I need you to shut your mouth. So join me on a campaign fueled by love and empathy. Let's realign Tranquility chakras together. I'm Dr. Maya Behringer, and I hope I can count on your vote.
Tranquility. Amber Rains here, stepping in for KATV Turbo Action Power 7 Weekend Morning News. Meteorologist Stephanie Showers. She is off today on bed rest as she awaits the birth of her second child, Brock. We already know his name. Gonna be a cutie. It seems a touch of preeclampsia is gunning up the works. Boo, preeclampsia, you little stinker. Here's wishing Stephanie a speedy recovery. Hurry back, Steph. We all miss you here at Turbo Action Power 7 Weekend Morning News. Hey, let's take a quick look at your Saturday morning. And great news if you're headed out to Lake Ponca for the 13th annual Regatta Days. Team Summer is having one last hurrah. After last week's early frost, we're looking at sunny skies for most of the day. High temperature topping out at 73 degrees with just a light breeze out of the northwest, about 11 miles per hour. Might see a few clouds in the late afternoon, but all in all, it's shaping up to be a beautiful day. So let's all get out there and enjoy it. I'll be back in just a few minutes with your full Turbo Action Power 7 forecast. For all you allergy sufferers out there, a quick peek at today's pollen counts. God! Pollen counts! It counts! God damn it! Pollen counts! Oh, every fucking time! Why can't I get this? Go on in an hour, you asshole! You screw up your first time in the air, I swear. I want this so bad. Okay. Good morning, Tranquility. Amber brains here, stepping in for KATV Turbo Action Power 7 Weekend. Morning news, meteorologist Stephanie Showers. She is off today on bed rest as she awaits the birth of her second child, Brick. What? Brick? No, it's not Brick, it's Brock! Brock! Fuck you, Brock! Fuck your whore mother, guys! Stephanie Showers is a full-on giant whore. You can pretend like you didn't get the weekend slot by sleeping with the station manager, but we all know you did! Everyone in Tranquility knows. The only one who doesn't know is Brock. And I will make it my mission to tell him his mom is a whore. And I'll tell him when he's 15 so I can leave his dick crippled. But all we think about is his mom sucking off Daryl fucking Montgomery for a weekend weather job in a one-station town. It's not even weekdays, and it's not even Omaha. It's fucking Tranquility, and I'm an actual meteorologist. You didn't even go to school for this shit. And all I did is let Daryl fucking Montgomery pile drive you in the break room at KATV. Brock, can you hear me, Brock? I want you to do something. Baby. I want you to kill your mother in childbirth. I want you to split her wide open so she bleeds out on the table so Tranquility can finally get the weekend weather anchor they deserve! Can you do that for me, baby? She's a terrible person, and I promise you can't miss her because she's a terrible person, and she's probably the reason why I can't even say pollen counts. You know why? Because I'm thinking of your mother, and your mother is a cunt. Do you hear me? Stephanie Showers is a vile, job-stealing, lax-breaded cunt!
Red leather, yellow leather, red leather, yellow leather. Windy the whale witnessed my whimsy while I winked the weathered white with Peter Piper. Peter Piper, the pickled pepper picker, picked pepper, pickled peppers, the pack of pickled peppers, and Peter Piper, the pickled pepper picker, if Peter Piper, the pickled pepper picker, picked a pack of pickled peppers.
Hey, Maya! You ready to do this?
Or Dr. Behringer, which might be my preference, but mine is fine too. We're all friends here.
Hooray! Did you finish your doctorate? Congratulations! What was that again? It was like in women's studies or something?
See, now you always guess that.
Yeah, you're right, I do, but I'm never right. No, it's that or something about the gays. It's
Pediatric thermodynamics.
pediatrics thermodynamics. What a niche area of study.
And woefully under-researched, but I hope to change
I'm
that.
sure you will.
And I just wanted to say you are doing a fantastic job as acting mayor.
I do.
Looks like those 19 years as deputy mayor were actually good for something. Your Clean Windows initiative was groundbreaking. I'm sorry the city council didn't see it the same way.
Yeah, well, that is democracy for you. It's the worst system in the world, except for all of the others. Correct. Hey, by the way, my wife and I loved your work in On Golden Pond at the Sorghum Playhouse. Wow, so moving. I mean, it was a little blue for the kids.
Well, they can't all be arsenic and old lace.
Which you were also great in. You were a Tranquility Community Theater legend. Hey, what is that that saying? Big fish, little pond.
You know, those that call you a paragon of white male mediocrity and bureaucratic malfeasance are absolutely laying it on too thick.
There it is, that ivory tower wind. Delightful, delightful. People really say that, or?
Not out loud. We all know the rules.
Good evening.
Well, Lindsay Suarez, as I live and breathe.
Acting Mayor Jensen, Dr. Behringer.
Dr. Behringer, see, Scott, it's not that hard.
Dr. Behringer, I love your outfit. Very Kate Blanchett, but off the deep discount rack. You've always had an eye for gardens.
You are so lovely, and please, Maya's fine. How's your abuela?
My grandmother is fine. She still doesn't speak Spanish.
I gotta tell you, it is so great to have a third-party candidate running. I think it's so important that the 4 people in Tranquility who've read Atlas Shrugged have a candidate they can get behind.
Well, I'm Rand Libertarian, Scott. I'm an anarchist libertarian. Oh, maybe they don't teach the difference in state schools.
Damn, that must have been some pamphlet you read in the quad at Brown.
And we have a nonpartisan government here in Tranquility, Scott. No party affiliations allowed. Kind of expect the acting mayor to know that.
Of course I know that. I'm just having a little light back and forth to break the tension, ladies.
You sense tension, Scott? A free exchange of ideas and an exercise of civics and democracy makes you tense. I think it's beautiful. And I love your suit.
Why, thank you so much. You look great yourself. Do I sense a nod to your family heritage in that outfit?
Yes, they have an Ann Taylor's in Chicago. You know where my abuela's from.
Lindsay, I've been meaning to tell you. My wife and I stopped at your cupcake store last week after closing night of Steel Magnolias over at Sorghum.
Oh, you were so good in that.
Thank you. The new pomegranate green tea cupcakes at your shop are sublime.
Thank you. You know, the green tea extract acts as a fat burner.
Hey, are you still sticking with that name for your cupcake store? It's very awkward when I walk by with my kids.
I'd love to change the name since so many people are willfully misunderstanding it, but I'm still filling out the 47-page application to change a business name to the city planning office.
Well, you could at least take the sign down. My kids keep asking why I'm laughing.
And it's a 29-page application to remove a previously zoned and approved sign. You know, red tape is stifling free enterprise in this town. I'm kind of hoping a new mayor might fix it.
Maybe you are right. Well, all right, ladies. Best of luck. Here is to a very lively debate, very spirited, and of course, very, very civil.
I think we all know to keep it polite, Scott.
We all know where we live.
Hello, candidates. Ready to get this day with some democracy?
Amber Rains, look at you. Hey, I have been loving your work filling in for Stephanie Showers on Turbo Action Power 7 Weekend Morning News.
Thank you, Acting Mayor Johnson. It's been such a good opportunity.
Well, someone at KATV must think you're doing a great job just 3 weekends filling in and you've landed the mayor's debate. Congratulations.
Miss Suarez, thank you. And side note, the avocado radish cupcakes in your shop are to die for. About to be on TV.
Come on, you don't have to be a looker to host a mayor's debate.
Actually, I'm moderating the mayor's debate, and since it's my dream to maybe become a political reporter, this is such a good opportunity. I can't believe they asked.
Yeah, and those rumors that every other anchor at KATV turned this job down, oh, those are just so ugly.
Thank you, Acting Mayor Johnson.
Amber, I love this outfit. That pussy bow is so cute.
Whoa, hey, keep it clean. Families are going to be watching.
No, it's actually called a pussy bow. Nobody knows why.
And it is so perfect. An ironic throwback to the 80s. I love it.
Yeah, that's right.
Wow. Jesus, millennials and their irony.
Hey, now, no dragging on millennials, please. I'm one too. Amber, come here. Let's get a pic for my Insta.
Oh my God, a photo with my childhood hero. I saw you in Run for Your Wife at the Sorghum Playhouse when I was 13. You were so good.
I put on 9 pounds for that role.
So awesome. Be sure to tag me.
No thanks, that's fine.
Okay.
Amber Burton, 30 seconds. Candidates, please take your seats.
All right, here we go. Amber, you're going to be sitting in a stool with us? You're not going to be like a podium or a lectern or something?
I like to think like we're all friends here. You know, it's like a luncheon or a book club with Oprah.
Ah, that's great. Nothing sacred. That's great. Well, best of luck. I want you all to give it your best shot. Try not to forget. Voters love incumbents. You are swimming upstream, but give it your best shot.
And try not to forget, you are a line of succession fluke, Mr. Acting Mayor. You've never actually received a vote for mayor in your life.
Jesus, Lindsay, sometimes you are a smug, unpleasant idiot.
Hey! We are not doing direct personal attacks here. You know that.
Yeah, you're right. I'm so sorry. I'm sorry, Lindsay. Sorry.
We haven't even started yet. Just keep that shit in check for the sake of the whole town.
I know, right. Upbeat, polite, civil, just about the issues. And seriously, good luck, everybody.
It's gonna be fine. Everything will be fine. 16,434 Tranquility residents are counting on us. It's gonna be so much fun.
Okay, folks, here we go. In 5, 4, 3.
Good evening, evening and welcome to KATV's coverage of the first and only debate between the candidates for the office of Mayor of Tranquility. Here now your moderator, substitute meteorologist for KATV Turbo Action Power 7 Weekend Morning News, Amber Rains.
Good morning. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to the mayoral debate. Following the Constitutional Convention of 1787, a citizen approached Delegate Benjamin Franklin and asked him, "So what have you given us, Mr. Franklin? A monarchy or a republic?" To which he replied, "A republic. If you can keep it." Benjamin Franklin, Abraham Lincoln, once said that ballots are the rightful and peaceful successors of bullets. Benito Mussolini is once said to have quipped, "Ouch! Ouch!"
Okay, Amber, I think we get it. Democracy's awesome.
Right. Tonight we are pleased to welcome the three candidates running for Mayor of Tranquility in this fall's election. From my right to my left, they are local businesswoman Lindsay Suarez, adjunct professor of childhood development at Astaire College and Tranquility stage legend Dr. Maya Behringer, and former longtime deputy mayor and current acting mayor, Scott Jensen. Candidates, we will begin with brief opening statements, starting with Lindsay Suarez.
Thank you, Amber. Citizens of Tranquility and my fellow Americans, my name is Lindsay Suarez, and I am a proud warrior against the crushing, oppressive yoke of government regulation and the crippling jackboot of bureaucracy that destroys free enterprise and free will, enslaving all of us in a Boschian hellscape of ruin and despair, suffocated by the inky black cloak of tyranny that shatters bodies and annihilates souls. And I want to be your mayor. I was born right here in Tranquility, but my grandparents were from Chicago, where they made their fortune managing a syndicate of street vendors selling pesticides and cigarettes. But the regulatory burden from the Chicago city government sent them fleeing to the fertile business paradise of Tranquility, which was then an unincorporated village. Now, I come from a long line of entrepreneurs, starting with my great-great-great-great-grandfather, Eliseo Suarez. He immigrated by stowing away in a boat to New York City in 1873, which may have seemed foolhardy since he was living in Juarez, Mexico, and probably could have just walked into El Paso. That pioneering spirit fueled the ensuing Suarez generations, and I am a proud carrier of his legacy. I'm a graduate of Brown, a Rhodes Scholar, and a veteran of the Air Force, where I learned the only legitimate government enterprise is the military, and maybe the police.
Thank you for your service.
Thank you, Scott. I want to become a part of Tranquility's government so I can destroy Tranquility's government and unleash a free market nirvana where a cupcake store owner isn't forced to keep the refrigerator where she stores eggs set to exactly 35.7 degrees. I go back and count on your vote.
Hey, Lindsay, could you remind the voters what your cupcake store is called?
That's not important, Scott.
An informed voter is a happy voter, Lindsay.
My store is called Confection Erections, but it's erections as in to build or erect. I erect beautiful confections. Amber, I think we're ready for the next opening statement.
Okay. Thank you, Ms. Suarez. I think your erections are delicious. Next we will hear from Dr. Maya Behringer.
Thank you, Amber. I feel like I need to start out with an apology to my fellow candidates. As the presenter of 17 TED Talks, I have a bit of an unfair advantage over Lindsay and Scott here. For my presentation on bringing clean water to African villages using only a pop can and a car battery, to my talk on using haikus to cure cancer. This is second nature to me. This is home. I'm an academic. I'm a lesbian. I'm a millennial. I am a weekday vegan. I would like to present you with two little words. The first word is what, and the second word is if. Now, alone, they are useless, impotent. I almost hate them, but together, they are transformative. What if we could end childhood hunger? What if we could eradicate racism? What if we were not judged by who we love, but by how we love? And now you might be saying, sounds great, Dr. Behringer, I'm in, but what if we went further? What if we push the limits of what we think is possible? What if we gave babies the vote? What if using fossil fuels got you the death penalty? What if we put a racehorse on the moon? Well, now you're saying, Dr. Behringer, a baby doesn't know the issues, and why would we want a racehorse on the moon? That's crazy. But is it? Or is it crazy that we let the limits of our imagination become the limits of what we think is possible? What if the boundaries of the achievable are the inverse of the boundaries of human potentiality, which themselves are a mere image on the horizon of human realizability? What if our hands were our feet? What if cats could do our taxes? What if yes, wasn't no, but rather even more yeses, my fellow tranquilicians. I want you to cultivate an army of yeses and send them to battle against the forces of no. Let's marshal the incandescent power of our florid, fecund, frontierless minds and allow it to kick the doors off the merely obtainable. We must stand athwart the history of progress and shout not stop, but righteously exclaim, this way, progress, follow me, I will lead you to and beyond the gates of hell. And you must ask yourselves, what if Dr. Maya Behringer was the next mayor of Tranquility? I hope I can count on your vote.
Dr. Behringer, is there a link to make donations on your website?
Okay, Amber.
Seriously run through a wall for you.
Really?
Right, no, I know. Sorry about that. Thank you for your opening statement, about which I have no opinion. Next we will hear from Acting Mayor Jensen.
Thank you, Amber. And good evening, my fellow... Maya, you just said tranquilitions. Is that what we're going with? I thought we settled on tranquilitites.
Oh, no, I've always said tranquilicians. Wait, is that not right?
It's my ear wrong. I don't know.
Tranquilitinos. No, tranquilitiers.
No, that can't be it.
I always say Tranquility Higgins.
Yeah, there's no way that's right.
Okay, all right, you know what? Not important. Reclaiming my time. Good evening, my fellow people who live here in Tranquility. Webster's dictionary defines mayor as an official elected to act as chief executive or nominal head of a city, town, or borough. Well, Tranquility, I want to be your official elected to act as chief executive or nominal head of a city, town, or borough. I was born right here in Tranquility. My dad, as most of you know, he ran Earl's Hardware over on Osborne Street. He was a Vietnam veteran, member of the Knights of Columbus. He coached our Little League team to 3 district titles. I think I see some of his former players here tonight. Hey, Terry. My mom. She worked part-time at the public library and was the treasurer for the Kiwanis Club, but her most cherished job was wife and mother. And whatever they were paying her, it wasn't enough. I feel like we might be missing something here in Tranquility, something that my parents provided for me. See, now I spent my childhood skipping rocks out on Lake Ponca and catching crawdads over at the Fonda Creek and maybe, just maybe, getting into a little mischief here and there. Well, I want to bring back some of that old Tranquility magic, and I want you to help me do it. Now, why me? Well, I can't offer the academics take like Maya, and I can't offer the immigrant experience like Lindsay.
I'm a fifth-generation American.
All I can offer is the only resume that matters. I love my God. I love my country. I love my family. And I love Darlene's peach pie down at the Bluebird Diner. Hey, I think that we have the dawn of a new day here in Tranquility. A day where hard work and family values aren't sneered at by the coastal elites, but become the foundation of a new sense of civic pride. And I have been proud to do my part. It has been my privilege to be your acting mayor since last year, when Mayor Landis was taken by... For the last 14 months, I've loved fulfilling my civic duty. With your support, I look forward to serving the city for a full 4-year term. And thank you. I hope I can count on your vote. Thank you.
Thank you, Acting Mayor Jensen. So these are our candidates. Let's see where they stand on the issues. The questions we will be hearing tonight have been submitted by a select panel of journalists, town elders, ordinary confused citizens, and blue check Twitter users. No strict time limit will be enforced, but as citizens of Tranquility, we understand that courtesy, decorum, and a sense of fair play are paramount values. We ask the candidates receiving each question limit their responses to 1 minute, followed by a period of free response among each of the candidates. Following a random draw before the debate, it was determined that the first question will go to Acting Mayor Jensen.
Uh-oh, go easy on me, Amber.
Oh, these are my questions. I would never mean you to.
It was a joke, Amber, please. Go ahead with your question.
Right. The parking situation in downtown Tranquility has become increasingly troubled. If you are elected mayor, what will you do to alleviate the parking nightmare downtown?
Thank you for the question, Amber. And I would like to start by pointing out that the influx of new jobs under my pro-growth administration are a big part of the reason we are in this parking pickle. The new Tripleplex and the new Trader Joe's have brought dozens of new jobs into Tranquility. Still, I want you to know I agonize with you over the downtown parking situation, and I have a two-pronged solution. Now, number one, the actual number of spaces available over on Carson Street is limited by the presence of parallel parking. This inefficient use of curb space could be remedied by repainting the lines diagonally, thereby increasing the actual number of spaces. Now, number two, we could tear down the Devaney Opera House next to the Trader Joe's. That building has been condemned since 1973. We haven't known what to do with it. Let's turn it into a Trader Joe's parking lot, keep our downtown thriving.
Yeah, a Trader Joe's parking lot has never made any situation better. And researchers at Astaire College have determined that at most switching from parallel parking to diagonal parking would only create 12 new spots downtown.
The eggheads weighed in.
Yeah, eggheads and anyone with a tape measure who knows how to divide. The answer to our downtown parking conundrum is simple, and it doesn't involve destroying any of our city's historical landmarks. We keep the spaces exactly as they are, but we increase the charge for meters and for meter violations. See, currently meters cost 25 cents for an hour and the fine for an expired meter is $10. I propose meters charge $200 an hour. And the expired meter fine jumps to $3,500. See, this will encourage alternative transportation to our city center in the form of bikes, scooters, rollerblades, and walking. We thus reduce our carbon footprint while also generating extra revenue, which I would then set aside to protect the endangered orange dragonfly population in the wetlands south of the high school. Boom! We solve our downtown parking problem and prevent global ecological collapse. the answers really are this obvious.
Thanks, Maya. I look forward to rollerblading downtown during a Nebraska February. As usual, my opponent's solutions involve massive government intervention and the obliteration of individual autonomy. My proposal is simple. Rip out the meters, paint over the lines, and allow enterprising citizens to compete for curb space. Can't find parking will adjust their behavior by either coming during off hours or by taking their business to another retail development in town where parking is less problematic. This would create new enterprise zones across Tranquility and mobilize free market principles that will improve all our lives.
Okay, Lindsay, imagine this. Parking downtown becomes a nightmare, customers stop coming, and businesses have to either close or move. Now, this might be doable for you in your shop. You can afford to move on out to the Red Cloud Mall. But what if you're Jerry Winkler and your model train store on Carson Street is barely surviving as is?
Oh, poor Jerry, I bought a full model train setup because I feel so bad for him. My apartment's so small I had to put it on my roof.
I bought a full setup too.
I am a gay vegan millennial, and I bought the full setup. I have a Burlington Northern Rail Yard built to scale in my yurt. We love Jerry, and we love all our small businesses, and almost none of them can afford to relocate in your fever dream of self-regulating markets.
Well, then maybe it's time for Jerry's business to close. I hate to sound cruel, but if his business can't thrive without charity and government-run parking meters, he needs to retire. Capitalism is brutal, efficient, and gorgeous.
I guess Jerry could afford to move out to the mall if he had a bit of a nest egg to fall back on, huh, Lindsay? Say maybe a sizable life insurance payout that could backstop a business that hasn't made a profit yet.
Okay, Maya.
We should move on to the next question.
We really don't want to be talking about this.
No, it's okay, Scott. I think I know how far we can go here. I know the rules. We don't have to get into how Mike died in order to discuss my financial situation. Yes, my husband left me a sizable insurance payout when he passed, and I do have enough money to weather a few strokes of bad luck.
But if bad luck happens to Jerry, to heck with him, let his business fold?
Selling a product nobody wants isn't bad luck.
Well, what happened to Mike wasn't exactly bad luck either, was it? Unless being a hothead who can't keep his mouth shut is bad luck.
Maya, what are you doing? You are coming awfully close.
I know. I'm sorry, but come on. I love Jerry, and she's being so cavalier about all this.
What happened to Mike wasn't bad luck. He knew the rules, and he still said some truly awful things about Carol at that PTA meeting.
Can we please move
But
on?
regardless of the Mike situation, I have entirely legitimate resources that I have used to open an entirely legitimate business. And the business climate in this city is an entirely legitimate subject for cordial civic debate. Well, we just had one. We should probably move on to the next question.
Yes, we should agree. Come on.
Fair enough. Sorry, everyone.
No, it's fine. It's fine. We are all fine. Okay. Hey, let's all just stick to the issues, okay? Ready for the next question, Amber?
Great. Question 2. Last summer's 4th of July celebration was marred by the unpleasantness of the Brando baseball diamond during the annual Greased Pig contest. There's absolutely no need to get into details about what happened to that poor little pig, and I mean it, candidates, no details. But the citizens of Tranquility do want to know what the next mayor will do about this beloved tradition. Dr. Behringer, if you are elected mayor, would you ban the annual Greased Pig contest?
I would, Amber, and thank you for the question. This ghastly tradition needs to go the way of that poor piglet from last summer and die.
Oh, no details.
While I applaud the sense of community fostered by all city celebrations, including the Independence Day festivities, I'm less comfortable with the more jingoistic elements of the day. The Blue Angels flyover seems excessive, considering it cost us nearly 23% of last year's city budget.
As an Air Force vet, it's the only thing I want my taxes paid.
Thank you for your service.
Even more problematic, however, is the annual Greased Pig contest, where a mob of shrieking children run around a pen attempting to capture a terrorized little piggy who's been slathered in bacon grease, a truly ghoulish touch, all in pursuit of a shiny Sacagawea doll. This appalling spectacle should have been ended long before last year's war. If elected, I will go far beyond PETA and introduce legislation to make any animal with a face a full U.S. citizen with all the rights and a full subject of the United Nations Declaration of Human Rights.
Might be some jurisdiction issues there, Madam Mayor.
Shoot for the moon, Scott. Even if you miss, you'll land among the stars.
And die in the airless vacuum of space.
Ms. Morris, your thoughts on the matter?
My My only real objection is that the taxpayers are paying for the baseball diamond. I'd turn it over to private management and sell the naming rights to a bank. I do feel a little bad for the pig, but it was Milt Walworth's property to do with as he pleased.
And it pleased him to see a piglet ripped in half by a horde of crazed children. No details.
It wasn't a horde of children. Come on, it was two rambunctious little squirts got a little carried away.
A living, breathing creature of God died for our amusement.
Didn't I see you eating a cheeseburger at the Bluebird Diner last week?
It was a Saturday, Scott.
Okay, cooler has everybody.
Two little monsters grabbed the back legs of a slippery pig, fought over it, and ripped it in two.
No details, I can't stand it!
No details, Amber. Not even how those two monsters spills that piggy's warm guts all over the stuff just as
Monsters? What do you... Monsters. One of those monsters was the son of Chuck Landis. Now, maybe we could cut that kid a break. His dad had just died.
Hey, no! Mayor Landis is absolutely a
Oh my God, Scott, you just can't help yourself.
I'm sticking to the rules. I can still say Chuck Landis was a good man. We don't have to run down his traumatized son in a public debate.
Yeah, you brought his son, you asshole!
Hey,
No direct personal insult, please!
You can't shut up about Mayor Landis, and now you're openly ripping on Scott. Are you trying to set it off? Are you both trying to set it off?
Oh my God, talking about setting it off is one of the ways to set it off!
Damn it, my best friend got taken by that gazebo. And talking about that makes me an asshole, but so be it.
My God, you're calling people asshole, and you're talking about being taken. Am I on crazy pills?
Neither one of us would be saying any of this if you just listen to Amber
Yes.
and shut your big fucking yap about the pig nuts, you dumb piece of shit.
Oh no, you're a dumb piece of shit. And you're a dumb piece of shit because you both think it's awesome to murder baby
Why don't you
animals.
fuck right off, Maya? Take that libertarian shitbird with you.
Hey, why did you suck my dick?
Oh, you wanted to suck your dick? That's the first one today, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
It's okay. It's only one. We're fine.
I'm so sorry, you guys.
No.
I
We
shouldn't
all
have
lost
brought
it.
up
We all
Chuck.
got
I'm
on
sorry. I'm sorry.
Stop. It's over. Let's take a breath and get back to the debate.
Who's it gonna hit on?
It could be any of us. We also think we shouldn't.
Amber said MF.
No, I was just trying to end stop.
Amber, this is all tape delay, right? We can, yeah?
Yeah, it's set to air tomorrow night. We can cut all that out.
I'll do it, because that is more swears than I'd like my kids to hear.
This is what happens when we're forced to be nice all the time.
Okay, we got it.
Okay. Okay, so we all got a little riled up over a subject that was just a little too hot. Too many strong opinions. Let's just address the milk toast stuff. Nothing controversial. Amber, I want you to look through your notes. And just for this next round, find the safest question you can. No hot buttons.
Transgender bathroom.
No!
Next.
Something non-controversial. Puppies.
Oh, yes! Yes! Little kisses!
Oh my God, it smells like puppy.
Oh, you ever smell their tummy? Just pick up a buggy and smell their tummy. Amber, I would love to concur with my esteemed opponents. Puppies are little tiny proofs that God exists and He loves us.
This is wonderful, an issue we all agree on. Okay, let's keep the good boat rolling. Cats!
No! What's wrong with you?
Amber, I think you can return to your original list of questions. Now, I'm sure we're all prepared to continue the debate in a positive way. Scott, Maya, we'll keep things sunny and professional, couching any personal attacks with smiling passive aggression and witty Oscar Wilde-ish quips so there are no violations. Agreed?
Agreed. Scott, do we need to explain who Oscar Wilde is?
Oh, you did go to a state school. Yes, I did.
It's the mockery of those brought up without religion.
Oh, you're a Presbyterian, Scott. You're practically atheist.
Back on track with the properly veiled personal attacks. Okay, let's continue. The next question is for Lindsay Suarez. Town school told, Marilyn David recently penned a guest editorial for the Tranquility Journal-Post-Telegraph where she wrote, I am concerned about a mayor who also runs a small business that may be inclined to lobby for city laws that benefit that business at the expense of the general public welfare. I will add that I love her cupcakes. The sriracha rhubarb ones are delicious. Florence, she seems to be referring to you. Your response.
Amber, I literally cannot thank you enough for your question. Now, I want to assure Mrs. David that I appreciate her concern. I'd like her to consider, however, that I am actually the ideal candidate to avoid the conflicts of interest that she decries. If my time as mayor is a success, I will actually no longer be a mayor, as I hope to dismantle the entire city government and render my office obsolete. Without the strictures of my own despotic boot on my neck, my business will be allowed to flourish and keep Mrs. David knee-high in sriracha rhubarb cupcakes at a reasonable price point, determined by an unfettered market.
And when Mrs. David gets typhus because city inspectors are no longer looking for rats in your store?
Then the consumers of Tranquility will take their business to a cupcake store that won't kill them, and I will likely close. The invisible hand.
Best of luck to you, Mrs. David.
I would like to point out that Lindsay's not the only businesswoman on this stage. Maya has a pretty good side hustle going, making dream catchers that she sells online.
I'm gonna put my Etsy in a blind trust, Scott.
Look, I applaud both of my opponents and their efforts to fight for their slice of the American dream. And I'm especially moved at the way Lindsay demonstrates that the American dream is for immigrants as well.
Oh, my great-grandfather voted for Coolidge.
But I would like to make my case as a lifelong public servant. I've never muddied my hands with the crass trappings of accumulating wealth in the private sector. My salary as deputy mayor was $17,000 a year. If I'm elected mayor, it will jump to $23,000 a year.
Supplemented by the extra money you earn as Tranquility's only Lyft driver.
I only do to meet my constituents and hear their concerns, and I donate all my earnings to charity.
The NRA is not really a charity, so...
The NRA Foundation is a 501c4 tax-exempt social welfare organization. Boom! State school!
Oh, ladies and gentlemen, the best argument yet against publicly funded universities. A Lyft driver who donates his entire income to the NRA and calls it brilliant.
All right, come on, I'm on a roll now. Everybody's happy. Let's go. Let's have the next question.
Yay! Okay, back on track, sure thing. Acting Mayor Jensen, the next question is for you.
Great.
The city recently purchased a 13-acre parcel of land north of town. The city council is now debating a measure that would convert the land into a city park with a soccer complex. Do you support this measure?
Amber, if I live to be 1,000, I still will not be able to thank you enough for that question. The city's recent acquisition of the land north of town presents a great opportunity to expand recreational resources for Tranquility's residents, and I am especially excited at the prospect of 2 new soccer fields, which will be used part of the year by Tranquility High's boys and girls soccer teams, which, as you know, have to play all their home games over in Fremont. Surely our fighting jackalopes deserve to play their home games right here in town.
And the high school drama students have to put on their shows in the gym at the YMCA. Once again, the violence and aggression of competitive sports wins out over the harmony and empathy of high school theater kids.
Caitlin Harris pushed Megan Taylor down a flight of stairs last spring after she lost out in the lead in the Miracle Worker.
And Megan's Helen Keller was labored and obvious. Caitlin had a point. More important, this parcel of land is home to more than a dozen bur oak trees, each estimated to be nearly 200 years old. How short-sighted would it be if we raised century of history so that some jocks would kick a ball around?
Using public land to expand educational and recreational resources, that's exactly what good governments do.
Oh, there's the problem. Good governance is an oxymoron. If I was mayor...
Yeah, we know, Lindsay. You'd let taxpayers build the park but then sell it to Monsanto.
Who charge kids $10 to go down the slide.
So you've been to my website.
Right. Look, I know that the mayor it is a nonpartisan position. I don't officially belong to a political party, but I think we all know I'm pretty conservative. Yeah, and I think the government that governs least governs best, but there are some things that government should do because they do them better than the private sector. Having a place where families can get together and have a picnic and feed the ducks, kick a ball around, and it's free. That makes the city livable, not just livable, awesome. City parks are awesome, and frankly, we are dropping the ball here. Cather Park, the crown jewel of our park system, is basically inaccessible at this point. This beautiful park right in the middle of town, and none of us can go to it anymore.
Here we go again. And that's enough. Stop, Amber. I think we're ready for the
God
next
damn
question.
it! No, listen. We have to find a way to talk about this stuff.
The best way to talk about Cather Park is to not talk about Cather Park. Next question, Amber.
The cost overruns at last year's soybean
No! I want to talk about the gazebo in Cather Park.
You're not talking about the park because we can't talk about the park. Don't be a stubborn asshole. We are going to move on to the next question so we can wrap this up before you set the toll
We
up
have
again.
to find a way to talk about this stuff. The stuff that's important to us. That gazebo is important to the city.
What's important to the city right this second is that the acting mayor doesn't get himself killed because he's too stupid to follow the rules. Stop talking.
That gazebo was built to honor my mother. I raised the money. I found the designer. I picked that spot right in the town square. I can't even pay my respects to my mom by visiting the gazebo built in her memory.
Amber, we have to call it. Go ahead. If you keep talking, you are going to die.
I can't believe you're not upset about this. You got married in that gazebo.
I am upset. It breaks my heart. But I also know to shut my fucking mouth about it. And please, do not pretend like you care where I got married. You've been opposed to marriages like mine since you got in politics.
Yeah, I still am, but I mean, Trisha seems like a great girl. You both seem very happy. Wouldn't you like to go back to that gazebo and just sit there and reminisce, hold hands, whatever it is you people do?
I think exactly what you'd like to do with Sharon. Except my wife actually gets off most of the time.
You can keep my wife's name out of your mouth, fucker.
Maya.
Oh, fuck you too, Lindsay. You support my marriage, but you think hate crime laws are tyranny? You're a shitty ally.
I think all laws are tyranny, you dumb asshole.
Yeah, great. And in your libertarian paradise, legally, I can smoke weed, but when I get high and have a few cupcakes at your shop, I get typhus.
You seem unreasonably concerned about typhus.
I just can't with you two anymore. We've got the reanimated corpse of Reagan over here, and this Ayn Rand fangirl who got her political philosophy in the freshman dorms and never cracked a book again. Look, Tranquility, just vote for me, okay? You don't want either of these two fossils pulling the levers of power down at City Hall. You want a fresh, new, millennial spirit to lead you into the future.
Holy shit, Maya! Are you a millennial? I somehow missed that the first 10,000 times you said it tonight. Next year, tell us you're a vegan and really knock us on our ass. My fellow citizens, this sort of self-absorption is typical of Maya's generation and is particularly ill-suited to the office of mayor. At the same time, we do not need the tradition fetishist over here, pining for the days when only men who look like him were calling the shots. I'm Ivy League educated. I'm business savvy. I'm a veteran.
Wow! Thank you for your service.
Let's get rid of dinosaur vegans like Scott while making it impossible for nanny state cretins like Maya to ever meddle in your lives again. Vote Suarez for mayor.
Oh, right, hey, that's it right there. That's the real objective, isn't it? Have a bunch of names like Suarez and Hernandez kicking the Smiths and the Jensens from the halls of power. Look, I said I'm all for immigration, but they need to learn to adapt to our culture and play by America's rules.
I'm 5th generation, Scott. You're what? 2nd? And my name is Lindsay. For fuck's sake, there is literally not a more American name. It's like Ohio State's sorority girl American. My great-grandfather helped build Ellis Island so your Fleabag ancestors could stroll in and give everybody scurvy.
Demonizing immigrants is my thing.
Oh, I'm a real American now. I hate immigrants too, but only the ones that came after my family. Get the fuck out of my...
Oh, sorry, fine, all right, enough. Tranquility, come on. I've been your deputy mayor for 19 years. I've been your acting mayor for 14 months. I have earned the right to be your mayor for a full 4-year term. So actually, your choice is clear. A tin pot dictator like Maya, who's gonna force you to sell your pickup and buy a Schwinn made from recycled IUDs. Or an anything goes loon like Lindsay, who thinks you should take a garden hose to your house fire because the fire department is fascism. They are both disgusting, despicable charlatans who will destroy their city.
Hands up and I'm begging you to
Fuck off, Amber. There's a reason you're the substitute weather girl. Somebody is about to die because life and tranquility is a never-ending shit show. me, but I don't care. Fuck the rules. Fuck the rules. Fuck you, gazebo!
Scott, look at me. Look into my eyes. Let's just go. Let's all just go home and sit in a closet and not talk for a few hours. The count resets at midnight.
And then what? We wake up and we do this all over again for another day? We walk around being nice and blowing sunshine up each other's asses so we don't get taken? That is no way to live. I mean, the fact of the matter is, sometimes I don't really like you two. There's a lot of people in this town that I don't like, and I can't tell them they suck or I die. What the fuck is even happening?
No, nobody knows, but we know what happens when you ask, and we know what happens when you breach decorum.
You make Sharon a widow, just like Mike made me a widow. So please, with all respect and courtesy, please shut your big fat fucking mouth.
Yes, Lindsay, I have a big fat fucking mouth! Because I am a terrible and unattractive person. Have you looked at me? Look at this forehead. Oh my God, it's fucking huge. Have y'all seen my pasty white skin? My poor wife has to pretend I'm fuckable. Let's be honest, I'm not very bright.
I really want to agree with you right now, but I'm trying not to trigger another violation.
But why shouldn't you be able to tell me I suck if you think I suck? I think you suck. I think you are a far left fuckwit, and your pantsuits are tacky and ill-fitting.
And you really should condition your split ends.
No, fuck you, Lindsay. Would it kill you to exfoliate?
Yes. Doesn't that feel good? Hey, Lindsay, your cupcakes are dog shit. What the fuck is a salmon marshmallow cupcake? Why would you do that? Is a vanilla cupcake that fucking hard?
Shocker! Scott Jensen has the unsophisticated taste of a white guy from central Nebraska. Now we've all seen you putting ketchup on your steaks at Bluebird. And what you did for that alone, you sick.
I know, I'm the worst! And I want to live in a town where you can tell me that and not die. But no, some inscrutable, messed up forces descended on our city's been fucking with us for 3 years. And what is it? We can't even ask. Is it aliens? Oh, no, can't ask. What is it? Maybe it's an evil spirit. No, can't ask. Hey, is it a rip in space-time? Is there a goddamn wormhole to another dimension in the Catholic Park gazebo where the taken are sent, never to be seen again? We can't even whisper about it. But hey, it knows when we're talking shit. It knows when I point out Amber is an imbecile. Who doesn't have a job detasseling corn, much less telling me if it's going to rain tomorrow.
It's gonna rain, by the way.
And now we know it's going to be sunny tomorrow. Because Amber sucks at her job. But if I tell her that, the toll goes off, and if the toll goes off 3 times in one day, somebody dies. And that is life in Tranquility. And hey, that's not even the name of our town, by the way. Whatever the fuck this thing is that made us change the name of our town. Tranquility? Jesus, what a stupid name. Hey, gazebo, that's a little on the nose, don't you think? What, we couldn't get a clever, malevolent force to take over our town? No? No, just this dumb shit bargain bin, malevolent force? Oh. Ooh. I bet the other malevolent forces, they make fun of you because you're the slow one. You're the special one. You're the dipshit who couldn't hack it in New York City. Or no, not even Omaha, no. Small town with 7 stoplights, that's more your speed, because you suck. And I'm not supposed to tell you that because you want us to be nice. Why? What difference does it make to you? I hate you. I hate what you've done to my town. And I wish you would fuck off back to wherever you came from. So sorry.
Well, that's 3. Who's it gonna take? Could be any of us, or all of us. We were all terrible.
Is it gonna take me? I was trying to be nice.
No, Amber. It's not gonna take you. We don't know who it's gonna take. Well, nothing to do except wait for the emissary, huh?
Oh, I hate this part. I hate waiting. I'm taking bets. Amber is the emissary today.
No.
Yeah, you make the most sense. Close to the violations, but you kept your hands pretty clean. It'll be you.
I've never been the emissary before. Well, bet today's the day. And hey, good news. Emissary's always safe. Yeah.
Well, hell, I will take your bet.
Really?
Yeah. I am gonna make the last few minutes of my life a little interesting. I got $1. Says I will be the emissary.
Gallows humor. I like it.
Oh shit. Never mind, we have a winner.
Citizens of Tranquility, decorum has been breached within the city limits for the 3rd time today. To maintain city harmony, a judgment has been rendered. Will the following residents please report to the gazebo in Cather Park for extermination? Scott Thomas Jensen. No other Tranquility residents need to report at this time.
I'll get to visit my mom's memorial.
I'm so sorry,
No,
Scott.
it's fine. I had it coming.
Who is it?
Scott. Just Scott.
I'm so sorry. I didn't want that. I didn't want to be the emissary.
Oh, it's okay. No, come on. It's not your fault, sweetie. Hey, come on. You're probably the most decent one up here, okay? Well, my ticket's been punched. Time to meet my maker. Of course, maybe I won't go, right? I can't be taken if I stay here. Fuck you, gazebo, you can come get me.
You know you can't do that. They don't take your kids.
Worth a shot. Hey.
Tell your wife what happened, okay?
She's here. My wife's in the audience.
Oh, there she is. Oh, hi, Sharon. Hi, Sharon. Oh my God, I love your scarf.
She's had my back through this whole thing. Knows being mayor is my lifelong dream. We were this close, baby. I love you, Sharon. Please tell the kids I love them. I'm sorry I couldn't protect them. I'm sorry I couldn't protect all of us from this. That's why I'm running for mayor. And I know that's why you're running too. You're like me. You love this town. You love the people in it. Hell, I even love you too. I don't agree with you about anything. Nothing. But I've enjoyed being your friend. I'd have been proud to have either one of you as my mayor. You know, I'm gonna give this thing hell once I'm inside it. See if I can't kill it from the inside. Wish me luck.
Congratulations! One of you will be the next mayor.
Yeah. Well, we all know the deal. No pouting after an extermination or we all go crazy. Right back to normal order. You know.
Still, he's the mayor.
Amber, how many questions do you have left?
2, but one of them is how you think I'm doing on the weekend news.
Just awful.
Okay, great, but we should probably not start back with the personal insults.
The count resets after extermination. We got some wiggle room, dum-dum.
What's your next question?
It's about property taxes.
Oh, good. Real meat and potato stuff.
Yep.
Brass tacks of government. I love it. Hit me.
Okay, so property taxes. What are they?
Excuse me?
What are property taxes? Like, I have this pen, I own it, it's my property, but am I paying taxes on it?
Are you really this dumb?
You did finish high school, right, sweetheart?
Well, high school? Did she finish middle school?
What was your SAT score, like 7?
Were you drawing on your head as a baby?
Or earlier today?
Are your parents related?
Do you actually study for blood tests?
And still fail them.
Oh my god! Can you nasty bitches just cut me a break?